Good morning and welcome to Daylight Savings Time. I hope all of you got into the groove and got your clocks sprung forward for an hour. And as we move into springtime, and this is the month that we do move into spring and the astrological new year when the sun moves in. Hey, Deborah, let me get you down for a card. All right. So it is exciting. It's, as you can see, I've got a scarf and I've got my sweater on and I've got a shirt underneath this. It's a little chilly here in Tallahassee. It was in the 20s last night. Right now it's still in the 30s. So the pooches are with me. And hey, Brenda, let me get you down for a card. Yes, absolutely. You're in time. Perfect. So as we went out for our walk this morning, but it wasn't the real long walk because it was a little bit chilly. So we kind of stayed close to home and just did our thing. But we're having a good time. Having to go, hey, Lisa. Oh, 53 for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get you down for a card. I have my new computer now. I'm so excited. But now all I have to do is figure out how to access my camera on it to have it working. So I know that by next time I should be able to figure that out. It's been exciting though, and just I feel so abundant with this brand new computer. When I took the computer out of the case to give it to the folks at the Geek Squad to transfer my data, he said, "Whoa, this is old." And as Ruth and I tried to speculate, hey, Carol, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here this morning on this chilly morning. And I figure it's chilly for you too, because Lisa just said it was 53. And like I said, right now it's still in the 30s here in Tallahassee. So I'm actually enjoying it. I really am. I love this chilly weather. It's really, really wonderful. Yes, abundance is everywhere. Again, I'm loving my mandala that my friend gave me from Alexandra, the artist. And I finally, my memory kicked in and I remembered that I did meet her. Oh, isn't it fun to have a new computer? It's like, whoa, welcome to this, the new age. Here we are with all of this stuff. It's wonderful. So I forgot that I met this artist many years ago when I was mentoring with my teacher in North Carolina. So she was getting ready to move to Sweden, I believe it was, and needed to sell her artwork because she couldn't take it with her. And at that time I was traveling, so I didn't have the ability to take it home because I had flown up there. And now my friend gave it to me. And this is the Eye of the Peacock. Isn't that beautiful? And it is so perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. So this is an interesting month, and as I said earlier, we're going to be celebrating our new year, the astrological new year this month, so it's spectacular. But right now, welcome to Daylight Savings Time. Right now what we have is the Sun conjunct Neptune. It is a beautiful, beautiful aspect, and it's actually exact at 22 degrees of Pisces. So the moon is in Cancer right now, and it is opposite Pluto. So we're getting on track, we're getting focused, and the moon will move into Leo and that fire energy at 3:31 this afternoon, Eastern time. So with the sun and the Neptune together, we get some interesting energy with that happening. Neptune tends to hide those things that we should be looking at ourselves about, but we don't want to. And whether it's habits, whether it's beliefs, whether it's thoughts, whether it's how we treat ourselves, it doesn't really matter. Whatever that is that we know deep down needs to have a look at, but we choose not to for whatever reason. It's not easy to look inside and look in depth and look at ourselves. But this, and then the sun shines the light on what we really need to take a look at. So whatever we were trying to cover up, the sun is lighting up today. And it is a wonderful opportunity to focus and set intentions on faith, love, and happiness. Those positive things that keep us happy, which is why it was the perfect day to talk about practices for self-care. And there are spiritual practices for self-care. And this brings us into that loving, wonderful space. And it is by sun sign. And that, does it have to be the perfect thing for you? No. There are other, whatever works for you is fine. This is just pointing it out by sun sign and the energy that it carries. Now, the other good thing that's happening this month is that Jupiter will join Neptune. And that for sure. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you here. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Yay. So Jupiter joins Neptune. And on April 12th, this happens. It's a magical time. It's really magical. And it's about the magic of healing and renewal and spiritual and physical healing with that. But when we are healing spiritually and emotionally, it affects us physically as well. Have the faith to know that all is well and you are well. Well-being is your birthright. Well-being applies to self-expression, love, abundance, health, whatever that happens to be that encompasses well-being. That is your birthright. And that's what's really special for you. So before we talk about this, I did want to mention, I saw this quote and I thought it was perfect, and it was Maya Angelou. So all the better as far as I'm concerned. If I am not good to myself, how can I expect anyone else to be good to me? Now, we're going, of course, yes, of course that's the way it works, but we don't always practice it. And this is about practicing the self-care that makes you feel good. Being in charge of you. Not what anybody else thinks you should do. Not what you're supposed to do. Being fully in charge of you in what makes you feel good. Is it about responsibility with another person, an event, or doing something for others? Or is it love? How is that? What is that motivation? And that's what really impacts this. If we operate and act from that place of love, everything works out beautifully. But if we feel that we need to do it, we have to do it, we're responsible for this, it doesn't come from love. And whatever action that comes from that energy is not a loving, caring energy, and it doesn't feel good, let alone for you or the other person. Do it from love, and especially start with you. So in honor of this fabulous month with this fabulous gathering of planets in Pisces, we're going to just explore some new spiritual practices, self-care practices for your sun sign. So I'm going to start with Aries. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. This is really about self-care and taking care of ourselves. As I said, if you don't treat yourself well, how can you expect other people to treat yourself well? If you don't honor who you are with respect and love, then it's not going to happen. Other people are not going to treat you that way as well. So, as Maya Angelou said, if I cannot be good to myself, how can I expect other people to be good to me? So this is about being good to you. Aries, you're not really a joiner. You prefer to seek connection and enlightenment and solitude. You like that oneness that happens. I really don't know how that happened. I'm not seeing it on my end with the being frozen. I'm sorry about that. I didn't see any connection there. So I'm going to continue. Thank you. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back. In a practical sense, Aries, anything that benefits your body, that encourages contemplation, suits you down to the ground. Think nature walks. You want that grounding. You're that fire sign. Okay, I'm not sure. Interesting, because I'm on my phone. I'm not seeing anything about being frozen here. So I'm glad I'm back. I'm just glad I'm back. So Aries, walks, nature walks, forest bathing like the Japanese, a Japanese practice, a weekend spa retreat, those kind of things that focus on you, that touch, whether it's the touch of the air, Aries, nature, a physical touch with a massage, with what a facial, whatever that happens to be. Going deeper, you connect easily, Aries, to spirituality from other cultures or countries. You like that expansion of trying out other things. Buddhism, shamanism, for example. Travel awakens you. Travel expands your sense of purpose. That's that fire sign. You love how that takes you out of yourself and into another place. That is what really works for you. So for Taurus, you're an earth sign. Your sign is what rules natural, but while you're definitely an earth things that are natural or nature. So while you're definitely an earth spirit, you're also a sign that loves its creature comforts. Listen, you're ruled by Venus, Taurus. You like luxury. You like being pampered. This is important. But you also like nurturing, like gardening or horticulture. And working with your hands, sculpture, are top choices for you. So anything in the art area, any physical challenges you like that take you to the zone of feeling good. Again, ruled by Venus. So you want that loving, wonderful feeling that's about you. So, okay, Lisa. Ultimately, many Taurus folks find your answers in the realms of romantic love and art, whether it's stories, whether it's any type of art forms that brings you into that romantic. Again, you're ruled by Venus. You can't help it. This moves you in this direction. You like beautiful things around you. That creates also that wonderful feeling of abundance, whatever that happens to be. So for Gemini, you're an air sign. So you enjoy gathering information and you're clever about it. You know how to seek out information and get the answers that you need from whatever sources. If you don't know what resource is available to you, you'll find the resource. So sometimes, though, it's difficult to collate and organize all that's in your mind, because there's so much going on up there. Okay, how do I put all those pieces together to make it meaningful? So that's where tarot can be helpful. Or you may be a good practitioner yourself if you don't have one, but someone that can help you focus. It's about that focus, because your mind, you are ruled by Mercury, so your mind is going. So the practice of helping you focus brings you peace. So you're also attracted to different religions, things that can be more complex, because you love that puzzling effect of things, or how it's just this universal thought that all the pieces come together to create the whole. You love that learning, that excites you. And yes, that is self-care, because it's something that you love doing. And self-care is about feeling good. If you love doing it, it's about feeling good. So when your lively mind goes into overdrive, it's not hard for you to do, Gemini. Calming spiritual practices such as yoga and meditation can be helpful, because at some point you have to bring it back here. Because this going all out here with the mind going, next to, 90 to nothing, it's just, you really need that calming effect. So yoga especially, because you still have movement, you still have that mind-body connection that gives you that focus. So that sometimes can be more helpful for you, Gemini, than just meditation. The two combined really work well. Now for Cancer, your sign often turns to food or cooking or caring for others. Anything that gets you involved in something that's nurturing and caring for others, that reduces stress. And what you truly crave is the ability to honestly express your feelings. And your feelings come from the heart. You are ruled by the moon, so you're ruled by your emotions. and being able to express that. Yes, I say cooking because Cancer rules the fourth house, so it's about the home. But if theater or writing or poetry are your creative, spiritual outlets, go for it. That expression, that way to express how you feel. Physically, get plenty of rest. That's really important for you because you enjoy dreaming. Okay, Moonchild. This is ruled by the moon, so dream state is often provides great insight for you. Open your mind to that. So as you get into bed and get ready to rest and have been thankful for your day, just set that intention that your dreams will be joyful and revelatory if possible, whatever that happens to be. Yes, you are, Brenda. So a trip to the seaside, it's water, you're a water sign, can hold the keys to unlock your subconscious. So sit there by the water. Self-care is take that trip to the shore, to the beach, and just enjoy the sound of the ocean. Enjoy the smell of the sea and listen to those waves and show that moment of appreciation for all that you are, because you're an amazing, loving person. And Brenda, yes, you are. You will. Now, Leo, double Leo that I am, and among others, yes. Okay. All right. See there, it's about finding that special place for you. As I said, these are suggestions for the sun sign, but whatever works for you is perfect. Now, Carol, you're a mile away. That's close. For me, I'm 2 hours away where I live now. So that is fantastic for you to be able to do that. I can get to see water when I go visit Tim because he's in Miami, but to be able to, and I can feel it and I can visualize it, and I can, always turn on an app with wave sounds and just go into that space. That's just so beautiful. So Cancer folks, that's so easy for you, and one of the most relaxing self-care places for you. Perfect. So Leo, you like to have a spiritual practice that's unique to you, okay? You like to be out there, shine. You're that unique individual, and we all are. You could start by finding a space in your home for an altar that represents your hopes, your dreams, and individual path. So I have a jar. So whatever is contained in here will be. That's the title of it. So as I think of things that I desire or that I want, I write it on that and I put it in the jar. And I put it, because it has a top on it, obviously. And I open that every month or two to review what's in there. Update it, take out what's already manifested, just as that is like an intention jar, how I create that. And we all can do that. And that is at my altar, where I have different items and things that are meaningful to me. So display things that have meaning for you, or things you wish for others or the planet. So the altar is a place of thanksgiving, but also creation, those things that you wish. And that isn't just for Leos, that's for everybody. Many Leos enjoy learning about crystal and light therapy because your Leos are ruled by the sun. So it's all about light. And have you ever been on a crystal bed? I haven't. I think it would be really interesting to try. I've not been on a crystal bed. One of the things I want to try too is the salt room, the salt cave. I really would love that. So I'm going to have to get someplace that has that. I don't believe we have one here in Tallahassee. I haven't heard that we have. So maybe when I get to South Florida, who knows? But that is one thing on my list of things that I want to really try is the salt cave. Okay, Virgo. Quiet, service, and solitude suit you. You are an earth sign. You enjoy that going within to feel that source. There's something about the monastic life that appeals during times of stress. In other words, you withdraw. You go in, not to hide, but to to gain that strength and clarity that is really important to you. So a retreat might be something helpful for you. I know some people have been on there. Oh, okay. Oh, I would love that. I would love that, Brenda. Oh, okay. All right. It's a date. I'll let you know when I'm on my way down. If I'm not driving my friend, my 92-year-old neighbor, when I drop her off, I will then make that extra day before I get to Tim's to do that with you, Brenda. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. So Virgos often find solace in animals and caring for them. That's that nurturing part. And you might enjoy exploring your Native American medicine animal or animal totems too. Now, why am I talking about animals? Because Virgo rules the 6th house of the zodiac, and the 6th house does pertain to pets, along with health and work and service. So volunteering at a homeless shelter can give you peace because you like giving, or a hospital or similar, whatever satisfies you in terms of that volunteering that helps you care for others. And it's important for you to bring your spirituality forward in terms of not proselytizing, but just caring and showing that loving care for others. So Libra, you need beauty in your life. Libra is also ruled by Venus. And this is the 7th house of the zodiac, which is about partnership. So humanity is in all of nature. All of nature. So all sentient beings are drawn to beauty that soothes the soul. Libra, your sign is the scales of balance. You like finding that, seeing all sides of a situation. Sometimes it's hard to make a decision that way, but seeing all sides gives you balance. It's not that you have to be on one side and demonize the opposite thought process. It isn't. It's about seeing the beauty in both. Seeing the beauty in both and finding that balance. Studying art history, design, fashion, or gardening could be satisfying approaches for you. Again, creating beauty. Venus ruled. You are most content when you find your soulmate, because it's 7th house, and for many Librans that becomes a lifelong spiritual quest. So we are looking, so for Libra, because Libra rules the 7th house and partnership, you like working in partnership. It's not just about the soulmate, it's about partnership with others. You enjoy that. That's really, really important for you. Scorpio, yours is a sign that is not afraid of the dark or darkness, because you're ruled by Pluto, ruler of the underworld, nor are you afraid of seeing that in others. That's really important. So you have compassion and often seek to help those in society who have been rejected or neglected or need uplifting. That's really important for you. You need something deep to pique your interest and help people or creatures in crisis to find their most satisfying path. And that's the most satisfying path for you, is helping to uplift others, not going down into the misery, but lifting them up. At home, you need a place, a room, could be a she shed or a hammock out under the trees, whatever that is, strictly your space. It could be a chair in a specific corner of the room that is yours, where you can properly rest, recharge, process your thoughts. Your little corner of the world that belongs to you. You're a water sign. You are the most intense sign of the zodiac. It's really important for you to find that place to recharge because of your intensity of emotion. You're a water sign. It's important to find that place to recharge. So for Sagittarius, fire sign, you are, and ruled by Jupiter, you are curious about all religions and may end up practicing a religion that is not one that you grew up with. Sagittarius rules the 9th house of the zodiac, which is the house of the higher mind. So you're open to knowledge and learning new things and meeting new people and exploring. And it also rules foreign travel. All of those things of learning about and experiencing are important for you. So you also enjoy exploring practices from other cultures and other eras, for example, a Native American vision quest, a Sufi dance, or a theosophy. Whatever that happens to be, of all the signs, you're the most likely to take your path seriously. You love this mind-expanding learning, to attend classes and build up a library of literature on the subject of your choice. That's satisfying to you. That's a practice. You like that exploring. You like that learning. And acceptance of all cultures, because they all share and give something meaningful to all of us. So for Capricorn, there's something of the aesthetic in Capricorn. You're attracted, and this rules the 10th house, you're attracted to things that are difficult or require self-discipline. Believe it or not, this is something that you enjoy. This is a spiritual practice, but it's part of self-care. You need a path that's challenging enough for you as well. It can't be easy. You want it to be a challenge, not to the point that it's super difficult and can't be achieved, but you want it to be somewhat of a challenge. It's respect for the challenge and respect for you that you do this. So aside from becoming a monk, which that's not part of what you want to do, shamanism, something that has an initiation where there's different steps of learning might be helpful. Even climbing or endurance sports. Now, I'm not talking about overdoing it. I'm saying, Capricorn, these are things that, as part of self-care, that you enjoy. You're ruled by Saturn, so you like the quest. That's important for you. That doesn't mean you have to go overboard, though some Capricorns like to do that. You don't have to go overboard. It's about what makes you feel the best within that challenge. So for Aquarius, you are an air sign, even though sometimes people think that Aquarius is a water sign because of its glyph. It is not. It is an air sign. And Aquarius rules the 11th house of the zodiac, which is about humanitarian concerns, social concerns, social organizations. So this one is the most associated with astrology right now, because we have moved into the age of Aquarius, the Aquarian age. Perhaps it's the mixture of the old and new, science and intuition, art and skill, that appeals to you. You love the challenge too, the mind challenge, to be creative. Many great astrologers were born under this sign, or with Uranus strong in their charts, because you are ruled by Uranus as well. As you probably know, your sun sign is only a tiny fraction of what can be revealed in your birth chart. And that's why no two Aquarians are the same. No two Leos are the same. No two Cancerians are the same. No one is the same. Explore more astrology classes for you, Aquarius. I think you'd really, really like to learn more about that, because it's not about the sun sign. It's about the rising sign. It's about where your moon is and the sun, not counting all the other planets and where they appear in your chart. All of this creates the plan, a plan, not cast in stone, of who you are. You then have free will to make the choices and challenges and changes from there. It's all up to you. So, so teach you. Okay, Jamie. Well, we'll start with some of that. That sounds good. Next time we meet, we can do that. So Pisces. Pisceans often possess great psychic awareness and intuition. We have all these planets in Pisces now, so many of you may be receiving some flashes of strong intuition about things. You're, Jamie, you're Scorpio rising. You're Scorpio rising. That's on your first house. Many successful stockbrokers and traders are Pisces. And not because it's a spiritual practice, because their intuition is quite useful. Very useful. Your rulers, Neptune and Jupiter. So, I mean, let's face it, you've got Neptune, which is, the intuitive part of you, and Jupiter that's expansive. So there you go. Help you see beyond the veil of physical reality. So that's that intuition that's very useful, not just with stockbrokers or traders, but anyone that has to strategize or plan. So this is really good. You need solitude, time, and maturity to develop your skills. So try exploring meditation, dance, drumming, whatever that happens to be that can get you physically, emotionally, spiritually involved with it. So that turns out to be an unbelievable practice. Now this is really interesting. Now whatever, this was a focus on just the sun sign. Whatever your rising sign happens to be, that applies. But bottom line, what spiritual practice that makes you feel the best? What spiritual practice makes you feel the best? And happy heavenly birthday to your mom, Deborah. Yes, I'm so glad you posted that. We all hold that for you. So it is right now this beautiful energy of the sun and Neptune combined, also not only creating this wonderful, peaceful, loving intention of faith and love and happiness, we can do that for the world as well. Sending that wonderful positive vibration out into the world, that's so important and needed right now. So keep in mind, everyone needs it. All of us do. Okay, so let me go to the cards for Deborah, Brenda, and Lisa. Let me just move this out of the way really quick so I can get this, have space to shuffle the cards. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Let me get this, shuffled here. By the way, the online tarot gallery reading is this Thursday. The link is right there. A single card reading, just like what we're doing now, is what we do there. And you get actually a multi-card reading for $14.95 a month. And that is a bargain compared to a 1-hour reading on my website for $197. And by the way, those prices are going up. The message, the information, I mean, everything improves. It isn't just because of changes in the economy. It has to do with what information and what you are learning and the ability of what I can give you. Okay, sorry about that. I just heard something outside, and I think the squirrel just pushed over my flower pot because all of my plants are covered because of the cold from last night. Yes, it is a great event, and it's amazing what can happen there. Ruth happens to belong to both online tarot gallery reading and tarot flow that we just had on Saturday. That was another over-the-top type event. It's absolutely amazing, the energy of the people that are there and what comes out of it. And the same thing happens with the online tarot gallery reading. So here we go. And Tarot Flow, the next one is Thursday, April 14th. We alternate between Saturday and Thursdays. So we just had our event at 10 o'clock on yesterday, which was, again, amazing. And we were really focusing on safety and comfort. And this, again, this whole thing that we're talking about today with the Sun conjunct Neptune is all part of that energy. How we take care of ourselves radiates to others, not only in how they treat us, but it radiates that positive energy of caring for yourself, that safety and comfort. And that is an energy that is really perfect for today, for everybody, for everyone. Okay, here we go. Deborah. Okay, Deborah, you've had this card before, and this is about, there's a lot going on. This is, I'm not feeling conflict, like, oh my God, there's all this happening, and this is really being you're being bombarded like what's pictured in this card. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm just feeling, again, you've got a lot of irons in the fire. And of course, this Five of Wands, fire sign. So you've got a lot going on, and it's time to organize your thoughts and your energy to focus. It's dispersing your energy to not be fully effective in any of the one things. And that's not you. You love following through to the best of your ability, knowing full well how that the outcome is everything that it can be, and it's not happening for you right now because a lot's going on. So don't throw anything away, set it aside, keep it on the list, but now get focused on what's really important for you right now to move forward, because it's a distraction in a way that's not beneficial and feels good for you. And that's what's really important, for you to feel good at what you're doing, giving your fullest to it. Okay, so yes. All right, Deborah, yes, please focus, because it's also going to make you feel better. Not being able to focus because there's so many things going on, it doesn't make you feel good physically. So it creates that kind of stress because you are really focused on giving your best to everything that you do. That's who you are. You don't do anything halfway, so it's really important. Okay, Brenda. I love this card. This is the Princess of Wands. And look at how beautiful she is. The princess is not the queen. The queen has the maturity and wisdom of experience and age. And because this is an energy, it has nothing to do with, age numbers or any of that stuff. This is about a whole new way. Ooh, this feels so good. A whole new way of experiencing life. Because, again, it's the fire sign, so it's your inner spirit. It's almost as if you're seeing life differently now. You're experiencing life differently. And it's not childlike, but it's like that youthful exuberance of something brand new. And I'm loving it because this is what I've looked for all along. This is what I've wanted to live for all along. And it's a freedom, a new freedom that you've never experienced before, because you have the conscious ability of knowing this is who I am. Okay, I am totally. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. It's so beautiful. It's an expansive, loving energy without any restriction. Sometimes when we have enough experience in life, we become fearful of things. We say, oh, I don't want to do that because, I know about these things, and it's not, and you're not going there. You're not going with what happened in the past. You're going with, I'm loving every single moment of this new way of experiencing life, and I want to see it all. I want to feel it all because it's so great. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Brenda. I'm loving this. This is such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card, and it's so joyful. It's such a joyful feeling that I'm getting from you. Oh my gosh. That's so wonderful. Okay, Lisa. Okay, I've got both of the pooches here. They finally joined me in their beds. Okay, Lisa. Okay, this card is not a fun card, but is there something that's been weighing on you now? Because it's usually depicted as a nightmare, but what I'm feeling it is, are you missing someone? Is someone, whether is it a grandchild that you're missing right now? You're not seeing them. It's like me. I'm so excited. Teddy's coming next week, and we have our dance performance, and he's going to see me dance, and he's never seen me dance before, nor is my son. He's only seen videos. So, I'm excited about that. I feel like you're missing something, someone. Okay. This is feeling really strong. And if it's a grandchild, I get it totally, because it, you know, it's like there's so much part of you. Yeah, so much a part of you that it's, oh, she's in Hawaii. Okay. And it's, I feel it heavy on your heart, not a broken heart, because there's too much love in there for her to have a broken heart, but you're just really missing her. Missing her. So this card is like a nightmare, but she's not a nightmare. She's your love. You know, and she's it, and but it's just not close enough to give those hugs to. I think it may be time for a visit, Lisa. It's time. It's time. When you need that fix. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Oh wow. I know I'm so excited about next week and being able to see my boys. My boys. Okay, let me do this. Oh yeah. Yes, I know. I can imagine. It's not, you know, you take a plane to the West Coast and then a plane from, I don't know if any of them go directly, but do everything. Then it's time for FaceTime, or like Tim does not have iPhones, so we do, you know, Facebook video, which we're going to do right after this, I hope, because I miss them too. So whatever you can do to get that fix, if it's talking to her more often, oh, okay, then I hope it's soon. I really do, Lisa, because I can feel that you love her so much, and you just want to be able to touch her and hug her and play with her, and she's a beautiful child. Oh my gosh, when you post pictures of her, absolutely gorgeous. So maybe you have to go, instead of one whole month at a time. Oh, okay, good. Yes. Oh, okay, it's been a month. Oh, yeah, you need that. You definitely need that, no matter what it is. Even if it's 2 minutes for her to say hello. And yeah, it's time. It's time. And maybe instead of a month at a time to do, yeah, but of course I know the cost of a flight is amazing. Well, whatever you can do to work this out, because I trust that you have been thinking about this for a while and working out the best way possible. So I'm seeing you with her and enjoying every moment, whether it's video or in person. But do it soon, because, yeah, do it soon. Okay, here we go. Time to heal. So whatever that healing means for you, whether it's seeing your sweetie pie, yes, whether it's seeing that sweet little girl, whether it's self-care, whatever it is, this is about self-care. Seeing your adorable granddaughter is part of self-care. Working on you to feel brand new and rejuvenated and a whole new person is self-care. Whatever that happens to be, releasing some of the things off of your plate to feel better, not stressed, that's self-care. That's part of healing. Taking care of yourself, whatever that means for you, that's what is important. And you know how much I love, okay, here's one of the readings that I love doing. Okay, I take this one card and then I take the one before and after to do a 3-card reading. And I always add this one to all of my readings. But you're getting this as a gift from me. This was my card yesterday after Tarot Flow. Now is a lucky time, because it's a time to heal by tending to the small things, not the big things. Tend to those little self-care things that make you feel good. I'll post this these three together once we finish. And it has been a beautiful time together. Lisa, you have just made me realize how excited I am to see my boys, Tim and Teddy, next week. The new mattresses came in for the beds, because these were old mattresses that I had, and those came in to make them comfortable. They're going to get to see me dance. Life is good. And always look for the good. So thank you so much. Please remember, I am always here for readings. I'm always here to just for some guidance if you need to talk about some of the things that you might need. You are most welcome, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me appreciate even more my boys by seeing how much you love yours. Thank you, Deborah, for allowing me to do this with you. Oh, thank you, Carol. I love my dancing. Love, love, love my dancing. That's my expression, self-expression and self-care. That's really it. Just that body movement is really making me happy. Have a wonderful Sunday. Please think about Tarot Flow joining us an online tarot gallery reading this Thursday. You will love it. Have a beautiful Sunday. Love on yourself and love those that are close to you. And remember, joy has your name on it. Happy Sunday.